'Twas Christmas Day at Boaty's, the merriest day of the year, and all the inner scrotum were safely gathered there. In came the Christmas pudding, and with a voice to shatter glass, Mark shouted, "We don't want your pudding, so stick it up in the cupboard with the rest of the unwanted presents." Boaty went into the kitchen and prepared to carve the duck. He said, "Who wants the parson's nose?" And Jimmy said, "You have it yourself, Boaty." Boaty took out his Bible and read out little bits. Said Peter P. from the back of the room, "This man gets on very well with everybody." Then Carol kindly did begin to hand out Christmas parcels. The BOGGS all tore the wrappers off and began to wipe their eyes, which were full of tears. So all the BOGGS did then begin to pull their Christmas crackers. Mr. Parry held his too low down and blew off both his hat and that of the man next to him. A steaming bowl of white bread sauce was handed round to some. The M11 called aloud, "This bread sauce tastes like it was made by a continental chef." Mince pie with custard was served next, and each received a bit. Tracy said, "This mince pie's nice, but the custard tastes like the bread sauce we had in the last verse." Carol Ann, dishing out the food, dropped custard down her front. She cried, "Aren't I a silly girl?" They answered, "You're a perfect picture as always, love." "This pudding here," said Mustard, "is solid, hard and thick. How am I going to stir it?" They shouted, "Use your penknife, matey, the one with the pearl handle." Boaty asked the vicar to entertain his flock. He said, "What would you like to see?" Sean said, "Let's see your conjuring tricks. They're always worth a watch." "Boaty, may I be excused?" asked one benign old chap. "I don't much care for conjuring tricks. I'd sooner have the odd carol or two around the fire." So then they all began to sing, which shook the very walls. "Merry Christmas!" cried out Boaty, and the BOGGS all shouted, but best of luck to you as well, Mr. Boaty, sir."